Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following NCAAF matches that is happening on Friday, September 8, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. Illinois vs Kansas. Take Kansas to win and cover. And here is why. Jalon Daniels was voted preseason Offensive Player of the Year for the Big 12 Conference, but sat out the first game with tightness in his back. Reports say that Daniels will make his season debut against Illinois. Daniels led the Jayhawks to a 5-0 start last season and was generating Heisman buzz, but a separated shoulder took him out of the lineup for a month. Last season Daniels threw for 2,014 yards with 18 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions, while also running for 425 yards and 7 touchdowns. If Daniels cannot play for any reason, the Jayhawks know they can turn to senior Jason Bean again. Against Missouri State, Bean went 22-28 for 276 yards and 2 touchdowns. Running back Devin Neal has all-conference potential. He ran for 94 yards with a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. Neal ran for 1,090 yards for Kansas last season. Wide receivers Lawrence Arnold and Quentin Skinner had identical stat totals against Missouri State, each grabbing 4 passes for 77 yards. Defense has been the problem recently for the Jayhawks. Last season Kansas allowed 35.5 points per game. This was the worst in the Big 12 and 123rd in the nation. Linebacker Rich Miller had a strong game with 6 solo tackles, while defensive backs Kobe Bryant and Quentin Lassiter had back-to-back interceptions late in the game. The defense will face a tougher challenge when trying to slow down Illinois. This matchup holds the potential for a high-scoring affair, and our choice leans towards the team featuring the superior quarterback and offensive arsenal. Illinois encountered difficulties in their season opener, narrowly edging past Toledo, while finding themselves trailing 19-7 in the third quarter before mounting a comeback. In contrast, Kansas faced no such issues in their opener, even with their backup quarterback leading the charge. With the return of Jalon Daniels, Kansas aims to put on an impressive offensive display, complemented by the dependable running back Devin Neal, who possesses the ability to gain substantial yardage against the Illinois defense. The game is set to unfold in a vibrant atmosphere in Lawrence, with national television coverage and the team donning special black uniforms. Moreover, the Kansas fans harbor high expectations for their team this season. In light of these factors, it's advisable to favor the team equipped with a more reliable offensive weapons in this particular matchup. Take over 55.5 points as a total pick, and here is why. The Illinois Fighting Illini had the #1 scoring defense in the nation last season, only allowing 12.8 points per game. In their first game this season, they gave up 28 to Toledo, while barely escaping with a victory on a last-second field goal. They lost their entire secondary, with 3 players being selected in the top 70 of the NFL draft. The good news is that Jersey Newton is returning. The defensive tackle was second-team All-America in 2022. Kansas is going to set the tone at home in this one. Last season they averaged 35.6 points per game, but they also gave up 35.5 on defense. The Jayhawks put up 41 without the most dynamic quarterback they've had in years. Daniels was getting attention for the Heisman last season, and after missing their first game, he knows he will need to put up big numbers to get back in that conversation. Illinois had some success on offense with their new quarterback and will only improve as he becomes more comfortable. This is not the same Illinois defense from last season. They already gave up 28 points to Toledo. Expect both teams to score in a fast-paced game.